So I wanted to kind of walk through just the whole deal thesis that started originally and talk through the journey of how you've had to shift, your mindset, your priorities and role growing from what really was a very small mom and pop organization of I forget what size, 100 people maybe out of the gate.
Yeah, we had 4 brands, probably 100, 200 people. When I joined as a consultant.
That's right.
And with our friend Damien.
Yeah, that's right.
And, it evolved into this CIO role, which I hadn't been expecting. But when it was, presented to me and I understood what the vision and the plan was, it was kind of a no-brainer to join the organization. Ken Haynes is, vision for the organization has come to fruition tenfold.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, he's got a great business mind, and he puts the right people in positions for us to accelerate and be successful. The whole thesis behind Wrench Group was find good companies that have had a history of success, some sort of trend of growth, not necessarily dramatic or exponential, but a steady series of growth throughout their history, and then talk with them about how we apply our shared services model, and in particular the IT and systems and infrastructure that RKON helps us with, to their organization, so that they don't have to worry about those sorts of things, right? They don't have to worry about the cybersecurity protection, the endpoint protection, and because we're helping them do that, because we're bringing talent, good partners like RKON to the table to help us put all the pieces in place so that they can focus on their core competencies, which really is serving the homeowner.
Yeah.
HVAC, electrical, plumbing,
right.
Water purification. So that's the core competency of these organizations. And our goal as a shared services layer in Wrench Corporate is to take that heavy lifting with F&A and IT and marketing, and not necessarily tell them what to do because they've been successful, but help guide them to the next level. It's the whole what got you here is not going to get you there philosophy.
Right. Yep.
I routinely, when I go to new acquisitions and talk about what we do as an IT organization from an infrastructure perspective, systems, computing platforms perspective, I mention a few things. It's the think globally, act locally, and do no harm. We're here to do no harm. If we're not making you better, if we're creating disruption in your operations, that's not good for anybody. So we are pragmatic about how we approach it. We typically have a timetable, especially in the infrastructure, in the multi-factor authentication rollout, the M365, which you all help us with. But the other pieces of that, we move at the pace that they feel most comfortable with.
Yeah.
Some of our acquisitions are like, hey, let's go. We're ready. Let's do it. Others are like, can you leave us alone for about 6 months before we have this conversation about migrating to this platform called, Service Titan and Intact, which is our integrated operating system, F&A system.